Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we currently have two primary goals that we're working towards right now. We need to get ourselves a lot of piety because we need to eventually reform this faith. And this would be completely fine right here. That would be great, actually, if we just did this. So that would be 6,600 total faith. We don't really have much for that right now, but that's okay. We do have the holy sites, and that's good. We also are working towards dismantling the papacy, and that is something that we are definitely working towards. Now, one thing that we could think about doing is maybe find a claimant. No. This is our prisoner. There's not much we can do about that, though. We could execute her for the faith, but I don't know that that's all that useful. We don't really have any good claimants here. And going after Italy with our current rule set is complicated, because we do not actually get the Kingdom of Italy title for this war goal. So we would be required to release a huge amount of this territory that we would gain. So there's that. Now, we're going to need to go after the papacy, but in order to dismantle it, we do need to control everything here. This guy exists, and do we have a de jure claim on that? No, we don't. Okay. How close would we be to usurping this? We need 10 counties. This one is legal to get, as is this one, this one, this one. So that would get us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are all legal for us to get there. And then we'd be able to grab, potentially, some of this over here. 8, 9. Yeah, I don't know about that. I want to check. This guy that we had previously. So it was this guy's grandchildren, right? So we'll take a look at the dynasty tree here. Yeah, he's landed now. That's what it is. So what we need here is an unlanded male claimant to make this happen. Awkward. Very awkward there. But those are the two things that we're working on for the moment. Now, we can extort subjects, and we'll go ahead and do that. I would definitely like to earn ourselves more piety. Let's take a look at our culture here real quick. Let's see. No, it's in our dynasty, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so pillage is fine. That gives us prestige. That gives us cash. What else do we maybe want to work on? Erudition? How do we get these? Oh, I think we need to have the legacy for it. Yeah, that's what it is. So erudition is maybe an okay option. That would give us some piety, eventually. But we're a well, not a huge ways away, I suppose, but we're a little ways away from that. So that's fine, broadly speaking. In order to dismantle the papacy, we need to have the entire region of Italia. With our rule set, that's complicated. Unless... No claimants here. Okay. There are potential options like East Francia, but this is multiple kingdoms, I believe. And if we were to look at claimants for like this guy would actually come to our court. We'll bring him over. Sure. We'll extort the county. That's fine. Okay, so that guy arrives at our court. If we declare this... Actually, we've got this guy's claims, too. Interesting. This claim is garbage for us. This one, he would get the Kingdom of East Francia. But that would get us all of this territory, which is not de jure part of it. All of these guys would become his vassal. If they become his vassal, that's legal. I think. I do want this to be mostly coastal, so I would like to stick to the coast, and going that route is not necessarily my preferred method. Maybe we should just do smaller fights for, like, this duchy here, but we would have to grant out these territories. We could just do kingdom claims. Or not kingdom claims. We could just do things like that. That's an option. Okay. Like I said, I want this to remain largely coastal. And I want to stay... Lotharingia, where did you get this from? They must have inherited it. This entire area here is coastal. This is all considered coastal for the purposes of our rules. This is not down here. Invading the kingdom would be useless. But we could take back Iceland. It's an option. I don't think it's a great option. Really. I really don't. Let's see. Other ways to generate piety. We can generate it by fighting in holy wars. Which, of course, we don't have access to. We could maybe try to get the Pope to declare one on us, but I think that's pretty unlikely at this point. Let's see. We can also take back a territory up here, and I believe that we should do that. So we can construct in Bedford, and we should definitely do that. There's the Tower of London. Okay, cool. We'll revoke this back. There we go. That puts us at 8 of 8. Fantastic. And we are regenerating here. But that said, a lot of this is still our special soldiers, of which we have 2. So that's good to know. Now we can get prestige quickly. We can get prestige very, very quickly. I think all I'm going to do is declare on this guy. That would be a single county there. Lombardy would not be great. Okay, so we're going to have to go for counties here. And I'd like to link these together. It's a very small war. But it's what we're going for. We're going to raise our men-at-arms here, and how many troops do we think we'll need? We already have their heir. Okay, that's exciting. We're not going to need many troops, is the answer. Okay. So, West Transia joins this. That makes things a little bit more complicated. We'll see how much more. Okay. So there's all of our troops, and we'll move on in. And for the moment, I do want to have this, of course, be a regular siege force. So we'll put in our 2 onagers, and we will also put in... I guess these Merc Levy troops would be fine. We'll have to remember that they're there, though. And when we're losing our Mercs, we would have to reinforce them. I'm just going to do this instead. Okay. And then we're going to move these guys back for the moment. It'll be a little bit before their troops make it over here. So we're just going to make sure that we are supplied up. Cool. So there we go. We will siege this. And do we have a siege leader? Yeah, our Merc contracts are expiring. We do have a siege leader. He's a Merc leader, so he will leave pretty soon. Okay. We don't care about this. Now the truth is out. Cool. So we're going to move up over here. Supply limit here is reasonable. So we're going to move our armies slightly forward. There we go. Cool. This is not fine. We'll do this. Actually, we'll move them over here. There we go. We'll move all of them over here, actually. There's plenty of supply here, so that'll be just fine. Fantastic. So there's their army. We're now going to start grouping up over here, now that we see that they're here. Cool. Really? They want to go in here? They shouldn't. I let them walk in there to make sure that they go in. So we're going to catch them here, and this is going to be huge. The war's over. That was it. Well, that was a very simple war. And we'll disband our troops. Our mercs are expiring. That's okay. We're going to grant this out to a noble of the Norse culture. And I do want to check in real quick on our cultural and religious status up here. So we're currently in the county of North Riding, converting that because that's our holy site there. That's fine. So our next step, I think, is going to make sure that all of these are Norse, and they are. So we're going to start working on converting some of these other counties as well. Cool. There go those merc companies, that's fine. And we definitely want to raise a runestone here. 250 piety here. And I don't care where we put it. So that gets us up over 10% of the amount of piety that we need. I would love to go on a pilgrimage. We can't do that for a few more years. We can execute prisoners. And we have a lot of them. So this is sorted by time in prison. Let's sort by rank. We have the King of Aquitaine here. 250 piety for that. Done. 100 piety for this. Now, this guy is our vassal, but he's a known criminal, so we can do this without any penalties. Done. Same with this. Done. And we're losing lots of stress from this, too. This is an act of tyranny, so we will avoid that one. So is this. He's Catholic, so this is fine. You're a known criminal. You're dead. Okay? Known criminal. Known criminal. Orthodox. Catholic. Catholic. Just no one cares, I guess. Sure. Tyranny. Okay, we'll not do that one. Catholic. Sounds good. There's a lot of these. Okay. And basically all we're doing right now is farming piety. That's our only goal here. So that one would get us some tyranny. Don't want to do that. Tyranny here. And we'll go down a little further. Done. I'm just going to do this a little quicker. There we go. Looks good. All of these appear to be fine for now. That one would be tyranny. Catholic. Cool. Tyranny. Not cool. Okay. For now, this is all completely fine. This is going to get us a lot of piety overall. Maybe not quite enough. We'll see. We have a lot of these, though, that we can go through. And we can always get more. Wow, 250 for this guy? Ah, okay. Sure. Done. 100. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. All great. Absolutely great. And we're going to need to get ourselves some prestige after we get all this done too, because we're going to want to put in a culture. What is it called? Tradition? I think they call it a culture tradition. Okay, that one's tyranny, so we'll not do that. Cool. Tyranny. Okay. We've got a number more of these. We're at about 4,000 right now. And remember, we needed like 6,600. So that's good. 50 there. 25 here. 100. That one's tyranny. Okay. We'll avoid that. And we're going to be running out of these pretty soon. That one's tyranny. Yeah, that's the same one. Okay. And I believe that's all of them now. So that puts us at 4438. That's a lot better No doubt about that. We can't currently go on a pilgrimage, but what we can do is hop into our royal court and see if there are any options for piety here. Not currently, but that's fine. We'll hold court and see if there are any that pop up here. That's prestige. Spending faith. I guess we'll take the prestige. Okay. Sad. Gain prestige, gain prestige. Sure. We'll gain some prestige here. But what I was really hoping for was some piety. Sadly, it didn't happen. Our business here is done. So, do we have any... Yes, we can display things. This guy would... We can go ahead and repair this and display this skull. Cool. We can display this goblet as well. Done. Out over here, we have a couple books we can display. Monthly piety plus 6%. Yes, please. And another book over here. Sounds good. And it looks like that's all we can display for now. Okay, let's head into our inventory here. Night effectiveness? Sure, we'll go with that. Cool. Okay. That looks fine for the moment. So we're at 4438 for our piety. I would definitely like to get some more. Let's see here. I'm just looking for some potential options for piety farm. That would be nice. Now, we are currently on theology focus, and we're working on that. That is giving us additional piety per month. Realm priest opinion, sure. Level of devotion impact, sure. Are we currently endorsed? We are, but not fully endorsed. I will bribe this guy. And now we'll be fully endorsed. Cool. That's great. Sure, showing the Jarl. That'll get us some prestige anyway. So 2.45 per month. It's not a huge amount. Sure, we'll enter that alliance. Betrothed can marry, that's fine. We need a new counselor. We'll put in our spy master here. That'll be this guy. Cool. Anything else that we can do for piety? Other than, like, fight people who are of a different faith. Which is always an option. Yeah, stay patient. We could go after Tunis here. That's an interesting option, actually. We would have to grant out this province here, but that would be fine. Let's do it. Okay. Now, I'm not sure 100% if that's going to generate us piety or devotion. We'll find out. I think this one would generate us piety, and these would generate us devotion. But we'll see. We know that we need a few troops here. They called in a holy order as well. So that's fine. We're going to need at least like 15k, I think. This is probably good. We're going to head in over this way. And I'm hoping that we get piety from fighting them, but we might get devotion. That is a thing that may end up happening, for sure. But we're going to head in over here. Ah, they're in their capital. Okay. So we're going to land here and not catch them, sadly. We'll leave behind a siege force, but I don't want to go too far away. We know that they have other troops that are nearby. So we're going to head up over this way and hope to catch somebody. With these guys here, I feel like we have to come over this way. There we go. And stop this force. So let's see what we get out of this. I'm expecting it to be devotion. Devotion. Sad. But it is what it is. Okay, we're going to come back over this way. Generous host, huh? Sure. There's a scheme at court. I'm shocked. Completely and totally. Who could have ever seen that coming? We're going to finish up the siege of their capital here. And that actually, we captured the guy. Okay. We'll enforce our demands and disband our troops. Sadly, we didn't get any piety from that. I'm not hugely shocked about that. So this has to be granted independence. Based on the rules of the game. So there we go. We've got a little bit of North Africa here. And we will grant this out to a noble of the Norse culture, as well as this. Fantastic. Okay. So now we need to check to see if we can execute any additional prisoners. We'll come in over here and let's just go through this entire list here. I'm expecting not many of these to be executable. Yeah. Not a whole lot here. But this one we can. That'll gain us 50. That's nice. And that's it. That's the only option. So at this point, we should probably consider raiding up over this way. That's probably going to be our best bet to get additional prisoners of different faiths. And we'll go ahead and do so. Okay. Yeah, our mercenary contract will be expiring soon. That's fine. Just waiting for a men-at-arms, and let's go in. Cool. So we're going to raid over here, and our primary goal right now... Okay, we're going to throw this guy in jail. This guy. And then, can we execute him? No. Sad. Well, we could, but we would invoke tyranny if we did that. So we're going to go through here and look to get ourselves some prisoners of different faiths. That is our primary goal right now with this raid. I don't care about the prestige so much. I don't care about the gold so much. We're looking for prisoners. So let's see what we get. Because we do need to reform our faith. That is a pretty high priority at this point. I think dismantling the papacy is going to be our priority after that. Religious icon would be fine. We'll go ahead and do that. Cool. A noble goal. Have at thee, rogue. No prisoners thus far. That's making me sad. You want to ransom this guy. Sure. We can't execute him anyway, so we might as well get golden prestige. That'll be fine. Okay, we got prisoners here. Beautiful. So here's one. Executed. And I think this one as well. Executed. Cool. So that was 100 piety. And we're going to come down over this way. And continue to raid. We need about 2,000 more piety in total. We will be able to go on a pilgrimage in about 2 years. So that's fine. Spending piety is not what we want to do. We have warriors aplenty, thanks. Cool. We can't execute that guy without getting tyranny. I'm avoiding getting tyranny for the moment. Any prisoners here? Nope. Sad. I was hoping to get some really solid prisoners. Unfortunately, it's not happening thus far. We've only gotten 100 faith out of this raid so far. Not great on the prisoner count. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that one's fine. No problem there. And we will continue to raid the papacy. There we go. Almost done with this raid. Unless we wanted to continue up and raid Italy, which probably would be a possibility. Probably not a terrible idea, actually. Okay. So just go up and raid the Italian coast. But it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to see about getting ourselves 2,000 more piety. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.